Have you ever wondered where the iron in your blood actually comes from? I mean, really think about it for a second. Imagine just for a fleeting moment that you aren't sitting here watching this. Imagine you are a single atom of iron, but you're not inside a human body. No, you're nestled deep within the searing, crushing heart of a star. In this fiery crucible, you're the product of an ongoing cosmic alchemy that has literally shaped existence for billions of years. Okay, let's dive right into this. It's kind of a grand paradox, isn't it? We look up and usually think of space as this vast, freezing, empty void. But the truth? It's a boundless forge. And those twinkling stars you see in the night sky, they are its tireless blacksmiths, just hammering out the elemental building blocks of literally everything we know. The carbon in your DNA, the silicon in your phone, the gold on your wrist. Every single element was synthesized right inside these unbelievable celestial furnaces. So, to truly grasp this extraordinary feat, we have to rewind all the way back to the very beginning. Section 1, the primordial cosmic forge and the universe's first palette. Right in the immediate aftermath of the Big Bang, the universe was just this searing, rapidly expanding inferno. And as it cooled down, particles finally coalesced into only the absolute simplest of atoms. We're talking a massive, massive share of hydrogen, a pretty hefty chunk of helium, and just a tiny, almost microscopic trace of lithium. That's it. The early universe was basically a monochromatic masterpiece, painted with only those most basic elemental hues. It was essentially dark, just waiting for the very first stars to ignite. And eventually, those overwhelming clouds of gas collapsed under their own immense weight. Which brings us to Section 2, igniting the stellar engine and the relentless battle. Inside the core of a newly formed star, there is an incredible, truly relentless battle raging. It's an epic tug of war. On one side, you have gravity, the ultimate architect of cosmic structures, just relentlessly squeezing stellar matter inward, forcing atomic nuclei closer and closer together. But on the other side, electromagnetic repulsion, and it is acting as a formidable cosmic no-entry sign, violently pushing those positively charged nuclei apart. To overcome that repulsion, to actually force nuclei to fuse together, it takes an absolutely immense amount of kinetic energy generated by unimaginable heat and pressure. This delicate, violent balance, that is the engine of elemental synthesis. Once that electromagnetic barrier is finally breached, well, the stellar factory officially opens for business. Let's look at Section 3, forging heavier elements and the blueprint of the factory floor. So the factory floor builds these elements step by step. First up is the proton-proton chain. This is fusing hydrogen into helium, which, by the way, is the exact process powering our sun right now. But as that hydrogen runs out, temperatures skyrocket to a blistering 100 million Kelvin, and the triple alpha process kicks in. This fuses helium into carbon-12. And guys, this is huge. Carbon is the literal backbone of organic chemistry. It's the first truly complex atom forged in the universe. From there, a process called alpha capture takes over, fusing that carbon with more helium to build oxygen, neon, and beyond. Now, inside really massive stars, the core actually turns into a giant layered onion of fusing elements. It's fascinating. Hydrogen depletes, so the core heats up and shrinks. That causes helium to ignite. Then carbon ignites. Then neon, oxygen, and silicon follow suit. Each one of these stages requires progressively higher temperatures and insane pressures to force those heavier elements to fuse together. And sitting right at the dead center of this incredibly dense, fiery, layered onion, a core composed primarily of iron and nickel. But here is where our stellar forge runs into a massive, life-threatening problem. Section 4, the iron bottleneck and a catastrophic turning point. Number 26, iron. That number represents the absolute elemental brick wall for energy generation through fusion inside a star. The forge can build up to iron, sure, but it cannot go a single step further through normal fusion. To understand why it just stops dead in its tracks, we have to look at the underlying physics holding these atoms together. The reason iron is this ultimate bottleneck comes down to binding energy. Basically, fusing lighter elements makes the resulting nucleus more stable, and crucially, it releases outward energy. That outward energy is what holds the star up against the crushing weight of its own gravity. But iron-56, it's incredibly stable already. It has one of the highest binding energies per nucleon in the entire periodic table. So trying to fuse iron doesn't release energy, it actually consumes it. It turns out iron is a terrible diet for a star. Suddenly robbed of the outward pressure it absolutely needs to survive against that inward pull of gravity, the star reaches a rapid, catastrophic turning point. Without that outward push, gravity finally, definitively wins the battle. Section 5. The supernova climax and the violent solution. The iron core simply cannot support itself anymore, and it collapses, literally in a fraction of a second. As it gives way, the outer layers of the entire star go into a sudden freefall. They slam down into that collapsing core and bounce back, creating an immense, rebounding shockwave. Boom! This explosion is a supernova. And this shockwave, paired with an absolutely massive torrent of neutrinos released during the collapse, provides the unimaginably high energy needed to kickstart a whole new set of nuclear reactions. To forge elements heavier than iron, the star uses something called the rapid neutron capture process. And there's a brilliant analogy for this from the source material. Imagine a nucleus as a small boat on a stormy sea, and neutrons are the raindrops. In the intense heat and crazy density of a supernova, the raindrops fall so furiously that the boat is instantly swamped. The nuclei just accumulate huge numbers of neutrons in a flash. Because they're so swamped, these unstable isotopes then undergo beta decay, effectively leaping up the periodic table to create heavier atomic numbers. And because of this incredibly violent, rapid process, we finally get the heavyweights: gold, silver, platinum, uranium. All these precious and exotic elements, they are literally impossible to synthesize in the calm, stable fusion processes of a normal living star. The iron core, which was just moments ago a total dead end for fusion, violently transforms into the birthplace of the universe's heaviest elements, born entirely from the explosive demise of the star itself. How wild is that? But the story doesn't end with destruction. Section 6. We are Stardust and the cosmic dissemination. A supernova is not just a spectacular ending, it is a profound beginning. That massive explosion blasts all these newly forged elements outwards into the interstellar medium, enriching the gas and dust clouds that will eventually pull together to form future generations of stars and planets. Which brings this entire cosmic process all the way back to you. The carbon in your bones, the oxygen filling your lungs right now, the iron flowing through your blood, all of it was once part of a star. Every single atom in your body has a billion-year-old journey through a stellar life cycle. You are quite literally a walking testament to the incredible power and artistry of cosmic physics. I really want to leave you with this profound thought from our source material today. We are, quite literally, stardust. The atomic forge is the ultimate sculpture of reality, continuously reshaping the universe atom by atom. So the next time you gaze up at the night sky, realize you aren't just looking at distant, pretty lights. You are looking at the very factories that created you. It begs the ultimate question, doesn't it? If our bodies carry the ancient ashes of dead stars, what future cosmic creations are currently being forged in the stars shining down on us tonight? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep looking up.